back to another episode of vTuned. So in the last episode, we got all the panels lined up. Now it's time to remove the doors, grind everything up, and weld. So we got the doors off, now we need to remove the roof. Alright, so everything is off. Now we're going to remove this panel to expose these spot welds. We need to go ahead and start grinding them all. All right, so now that we have everything grinded down really nice, I want to make some backing plates that are going to go behind the piece of metal. So when I'm welding, the metal doesn't really warp and I have something to weld to, so the weld turns out perfect. All right, so we got the piece cut, now it's test fitted. Lines up really good. Now let's move on to the back. We have another piece we need to trim. All right, so we got the rear piece ready to go on. Really tight fit, really nice. Looks good. Now we need to go ahead and make the final inlay piece. All right, so we have the new piece right here. Now we need to trim it down. All right, so we got this piece all cleaned up and cut. Now it's test fitted. Check that out, fits perfectly. All right, so we got all the inlays complete. Now it's time to move on to the new donor piece. We need to grind all these spot welds up and prep all this area for welding. Got the inlays on, now it's time to weld them in so when we put the new A-pillar piece on, they don't move. Alright, so now that we got these inlays welded in, now I want to go ahead and spray some 3M weld through primer on all the areas that I will be welding. So the weld through primer is dry. Now let's reattach this piece. All right, so we got the A-pillar piece all in its original position. Now I want to test fit the doors, make sure everything's perfect so we can weld it in. All right, so we put the doors on, everything lines up perfectly. All the gaps are exactly the same as the other side. Now we need to test fit the roof and see if everything lines up. And if everything lines up, we're gonna weld it in. All right, so the roof fits on pretty good. It looks good over there, looks good over here. So now we need to take these doors off and go ahead and weld everything in. So finally, we got everything welded up. All the welds look really good. Now it's time to move on to the roof. All right, so the factory roof actually comes braze welded right here, but the way the factory recommends you to replace it is actually using 3M panel bond instead of welding it, because you will warp the roof. So let's put this panel bond on and get the roof on. Alright guys, that's a wrap for today's video. We got the A-pillar section on, everything's welded in, and we also installed the roof. We added the panel bond. We're not going to weld it here yet because we want to let the panel bond dry, then we'll weld everything up. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe.